There is a special magic in arriving in a new city. Your senses feel more alive. Every street corner holds a promise. For me, this promise often smells like food. I love to explore with my nose and my stomach. It is the best way to understand a place. You learn about its heart through its kitchens. Tel Aviv was calling to me with whispers of sunshine and spice. I knew an adventure was waiting for me there. A delicious adventure, full of vibrant flavors and warm smiles from local cooks. My mission was clear from the moment I landed. I wanted to find the soul of Tel Aviv in a dish, and I knew just the dish to search for: shakshuka, that wonderful bubbling pan of tomatoes, peppers, and eggs. It is a dish that sings of comfort and home. I imagined the steam rising, carrying the scent of cumin and paprika. I pictured the bright yellow yolks nestled in a sea of rich red sauce. This was not just a food hunt, it was a journey to connect with the city's vibrant pulse, one spoonful at a time. Shakshuka is so much more than just a breakfast dish in Israel. It is woven into the very fabric of daily life. It is a symbol of hospitality, of family, of shared moments. You will find it on breakfast tables for sure. But it is also enjoyed for lunch, or even a light dinner. It is a dish that brings people together. They gather around the pan, dipping fresh bread into the rich sauce. It is simple food, yes, but it is simple food that speaks volumes about the culture. It tells a story of resourcefulness and warmth. The origins of shakshuka are debated, as with many great dishes. Some say it came from North Africa, perhaps Tunisia or Libya. It traveled with Jewish communities to Israel. There it found a new home and a passionate following. Each family, each cook might add their own touch, perhaps a pinch more spice or a secret ingredient. This adaptability is part of its charm. It has become truly Israeli, embraced and loved by all. It represents a melting pot of cultures, just like the country itself. A delicious, comforting, and vibrant melting pot in a pan. Think about the ingredients: ripe tomatoes, sweet peppers, fragrant garlic, and warming spices like paprika and cumin. Then the eggs gently poached in the simmering sauce. Each element is humble on its own. My shakshuka journey began, as many Tel Aviv adventures do, in the Carmel market. This vibrant market is the beating heart of the city, a place where tradition and modernity collide in the most delightful way. Shuk HaCarmel is a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and smells. The air is thick with the aroma of fresh produce, spices, and the occasional waft of street food being prepared. It is a place where the city's energy is palpable. The hustle and bustle of vendors and shoppers create a symphony of activity that is both chaotic and mesmerizing. Mountains of fresh fruit gleam in the sun, their vibrant colors a feast for the eyes. Spices create fragrant clouds in the air, each one telling a story of distant lands and culinary traditions. Vendors call out, their voices a lively chorus that adds to the market's unique charm. I navigated through the crowds, my senses on high alert, absorbing every detail of this vibrant scene. I was looking for a small, unassuming stall, one that might easily be overlooked amidst the market's hustle. A place a local had recommended, whispering it was the real deal for an authentic market shakshuka experience. The kind of place where the food speaks for itself. I found it tucked away down a narrow side lane, almost hidden from the main thoroughfare. It was a tiny place, just a few tables spilling onto the walkway, giving it a cozy, intimate feel. The air around it hummed with the sizzle of pans and the aroma of garlic and tomatoes, promising a culinary delight. An old man, his face weathered like a kind map, presided over several bubbling skillets. His hands moved with the confidence of years of practice. He moved with a practiced grace, cracking eggs with one hand, stirring sauce with the other, never missing a beat. There was no fancy menu, just shakshuka scrawled on a board. This felt promising, a sign of authenticity. This felt like the heart of it all, a place where tradition and flavor come together in perfect harmony. I ordered the classic version, eager to taste the dish in its purest form. It arrived steaming hot, straight from the fire, the aroma making my mouth water. The sauce was a deep, rich red, flecked with charred bits of pepper, promising a depth of flavor. Two perfectly wobbly eggs sat proudly in the center, their yolks glowing like sunshine, ready to be broken and mixed into the sauce. A basket of fluffy, slightly chewy pita bread was served alongside, perfect for scooping up the rich sauce. The first bite was a revelation, a perfect blend of flavors and textures. The tomatoes were sweet and tangy, their natural flavors enhanced by the cooking process. The spices were bold but balanced, each one adding a layer of complexity to the dish. The egg yolk, when broken, flowed like liquid gold, enriching the sauce even further, making each bite more luxurious. It was rustic, it was honest, it was utterly delicious. A true taste of Tel Aviv, captured in a single, unforgettable dish. After the vibrant energy of the Carmel market, I headed south, eager to explore more of Tel Aviv's culinary landscape. My next destination was the neighborhood of Florentin, a place that promised a unique blend of culture and cuisine. This area is known for its bohemian spirit, where creativity flows freely and the streets are alive with artistic expression. It is filled with street art, independent boutiques, and quirky cafes, each corner offering something new and unexpected. It has a younger, more alternative vibe, attracting a diverse crowd of artists, students, and free spirits. I was curious to see how this atmosphere would translate into its shakshuka, a dish that is both traditional and open to interpretation. Would it be traditional? Or would the local creativity find its way into the pan? The anticipation was building. I was eager to find out what culinary surprises Florentin had in store for me, hoping to discover a new twist on an old favorite. I found a small cafe on a quiet side street, its unassuming exterior hiding what I hoped would be a culinary gem. Its walls were covered in colorful murals, each one telling a story and adding to the cafe's unique charm. Funky music played softly in the background, creating a relaxed and inviting atmosphere. Young people sat chatting, laptops open, sipping coffee, and enjoying the laid-back vibe of the place. The menu offered several shakshuka variations, each one sounding more intriguing than the last. There was a green shakshuka with spinach and feta, a healthy and vibrant twist on the classic. There was a spicy version with extra chili, promising a fiery kick for those who dared to try it. I decided to try their Florentine special, curious to see what made it stand out. The waitress, sporting bright pink hair, smiled and said it was a good choice, her enthusiasm adding to my excitement. The anticipation built as I soaked in the relaxed, artistic ambiance of the place, feeling more and more at home. The Florentine special arrived, and it was indeed special, a feast for both the eyes and the palate. It was a beautiful mess in the best possible way, with colors and textures that invited you to dive in. Alongside the classic tomato and pepper base, there were roasted eggplant cubes adding a rich, smoky flavor. A generous sprinkle of fresh herbs like parsley and cilantro added a vibrant green freshness, making the dish pop. And instead of just feta, there was also a dollop of creamy labneh cheese, adding a tangy, luxurious touch. The presentation was a little more refined than the market version, but it still retained that homemade feel. But it still had that wonderful rustic charm that makes shakshuka so appealing, a dish that feels both comforting and exciting. It looked like a work of art, each element carefully placed yet effortlessly beautiful. The taste was complex and deeply satisfying, each bite revealing new layers of flavor. The sweetness of the roasted eggplant paired beautifully with the tangy tomato sauce, creating a harmonious balance that lingered on the palate. No shakshuka pilgrimage in Tel Aviv would be complete without a visit to Dr. Shakshuka. This place is an institution, it is legendary. Located in the historic Jaffa area, with its ancient port and stone buildings, Dr. Shakshuka has been serving its namesake dish for decades. Its reputation precedes it. I had heard so much about it. Some said it was the ultimate shakshuka experience, others felt it was a bit touristy. I needed to find out for myself. I approached its doors with a mix of excitement and a touch of healthy skepticism. The restaurant is large and bustling. It has a lively, almost chaotic atmosphere. Pans clatter, waiters weave through tables, and the air is thick with the rich aroma of cooking. The decor is rustic, with old photos and cooking implements adorning the walls. It feels like stepping back in time. We were seated at a communal table which added to the friendly, shared experience. The menu, of course, was dominated by shakshuka. Many different kinds, including some with merguez sausage or mushrooms. I opted for the classic, the one that made them famous. When the shakshuka arrived, it was in a large, well-loved metal pan, the kind that has seen thousands of meals. The sauce was a vibrant deep red. My journey through Tel Aviv in search of the best shakshuka was incredible. The city, with its vibrant energy and rich culinary heritage, offered a feast for the senses at every turn. From the bustling Carmel market, where the air is filled with the scent of fresh produce and spices, to the artistic streets of Florentin, adorned with colorful graffiti and creative vibes, and finally, to the legendary Dr. Shakshuka in Jaffa, a place that has become synonymous with this beloved dish. Each place offered a unique window into the city's soul, revealing different facets of Tel Aviv's diverse culture and culinary traditions. Each shakshuka told its own story, a narrative of flavors and ingredients that spoke of the hands that made them. Some were simple and rustic, made with just a few ingredients but bursting with flavor. Others were creative and modern, incorporating unique ingredients and innovative cooking techniques. But all of them shared a common thread, a deep-rooted passion for food and tradition. They were made with passion, a love for the craft that was evident in every bite. They were designed to be enjoyed, to be shared, to bring comfort and joy to those who partook in them. If I had to choose just one, it would be so difficult as each had its own charm and appeal. The market shakshuka was pure, unadulterated tradition, a taste of history in every mouthful. The Florentine version was a delightful surprise of flavors and textures, a modern twist on a classic dish. And Dr. Shakshuka offered that iconic, historic taste that everyone talks about, a true legend in its own right. Perhaps the best shakshuka is not just about one single place, but about the journey and the experiences along the way. Perhaps it is about the experience you are looking for, the ambiance, the company, and the story behind each dish. Are you seeking vibrant market chaos, where the energy is palpable and the flavors are bold? Or a quiet cafe corner where you can savor each bite in peace and solitude? Or a taste of culinary history where every bite tells a story of the past? Tel Aviv has a shakshuka for every mood, every preference, and every moment. My personal note on this experience is one of pure delight, a journey that went beyond just tasting food. It was more than just eating. It was about connecting with people, sharing stories, and creating memories. It was about connecting with the city's rhythm, understanding its heartbeat through its food. It was about understanding a culture through its most beloved food, a dish that brings people together. I discovered that shakshuka is a language of its own in Tel Aviv, a language that speaks of warmth and hospitality, a language of warmth, generosity, and deliciousness, a true reflection of the city's spirit. It is a dish that truly embodies the spirit of Israel, a culinary journey that I will cherish forever.